Hello, Soldier Boy here, and this isn't a video I was expecting to be making or planning on doing, but for those that watch me race, I always use automatic gears, mainly because I always have done. I've always found using manual gears on a controller to be quite difficult, and you can see by the times of people that I'm friends with online. Obviously Darren Turner, two seconds ahead of me, and Basic Ollie's 4 seconds ahead. The top time in the world currently is a 2:26, so we're 5 seconds away from them, and I like to be within, well, less than 5. I'm normally around 3 with automatic gears. I wanted to make a video to show how hard it is to adapt, but also to show an improvement, I'm hoping. So I'm in the Aston Martin Vantage, which is the car I did my best time in, and I have turned on manual gears. I'm going to set myself 10 laps to see if I can get to grips and improve my time. That's the aim. There is nothing more to this. I may turn them off for next week's daily races, but I need to improve, and the only way for me to improve and get better is to do manual gears. You can be fast on a controller. You can be, but as long as you do manual gears. So this is going to be my attempts. Admittedly, if it goes wrong, I don't have to actually do this. I could just not bother posting the video, admittedly. But you do get a lot more control using manual gears as well. Just got to get used to it. Getting used to when to change gear, what gears to do certain corners in, still remembering where on the track you need to turn. I'm probably changing gear too quickly through there. I'm probably going to get a penalty for that. Yeah, ignoring track limits. That's not a problem, I was kind of expecting that, so this time won't count. But it's a good benchmark, because I've got to get used to where to change gear. And obviously you can use the changing down gears as braking as well. It does help with your braking. And I'm not saying this is my favourite track. I'm definitely not brilliant at this track, admittedly, but if I can see an improvement, and it's something I've got to try and do competitively as well. But it is not easy going from an automatic gearbox to a manual, I must admit. It's a lot of things to think about. And like I say, I might be in the wrong gear for a lot of corners, and I am trying to commentate whilst doing this and trying to concentrate on what I'm doing. If you go down too many gears, obviously you're going to have issues like that. Let's remember to change gear as well. I'm so used to it doing it for me that I've got to remember to do it. I'll lift off slightly just to make sure I make it through the corner. Definitely helps taking speed off, I'll give you that. I'm not going to the fastest time first go round, which I'm not. It's worse than my previous best. And we have got a penalty to take this lap as well. This is also getting your fingers in the right positions. That's the other thing. I'm going to take a penalty again, aren't I? Got to get that corner right. Yeah, we're going to take 2 seconds here. It's probably not the best track to be trying to do this on, admittedly. And it might be something I'm going to try and do more often until I am completely used to it. I'm in the wrong gear because of the penalty. That's something I didn't think about. Once you got the penalty, you're obviously in too high a gear. Because I was in 6th gear because of the straight, and you could see the car did not want to respond. But it does give you a lot more traction if you're in the right gears. There's a big difference in traction. And I'm not expecting to break world record times just because I'm suddenly using gears. But it's something I do need to learn. That will improve my driving and also take me up a level. That's the thing. I don't think second's the right gear there. I think that's too low a gear. I think it should have been 3rd gear. Ten laps to see if I can improve my time from 2:31 though. I think it's doable. It's a lot of getting used to. It's remembering to do things. Not get penalties in that first bit will be a good start. Right, I think I've gone wide there. I think 2nd gear is probably about right for that one. Positioning as well of fingers. And not move. I want to move them because I don't usually use my thumb that often when I'm racing. I want to move my fingers. Right, we've got to get this right. Stay to the right. I've had to let off a little bit just to keep the car straight. I think that was better though. Our time's going to be slightly off here because of the penalty. Second, I think, is the wrong gear. I think I should be in 3rd. I forgot to change gear there, as you can see. Good job not doing this in a real car. I probably would have destroyed the car by now. The engine wouldn't be very happy the way I'm driving it, admittedly. Right, I think I was very slow around there. Right, I think 3rd gear. I've been going in 2nd a lot there. I don't need to. I think 3rd is probably enough. There we go. Admittedly, I can feel an improvement in my racing already. It is so much to remember though. And commentate at the same time. A lot of my daily races I will do the commentary after the race because I can look back, see where I did well, see where I went wrong. Obviously I'm doing this live as I'm trying to do this. It's a completely different kettle of fish at this point. That does help with braking massively. I will say that. That is a massive difference in terms of braking using the gears. Right, 2:34. We've still got lots to do. And obviously we lost a bit of time there because I forgot to change gear. I also know that using manual gears, you're able to look after tyres better, and some cars respond better to changing gear before you reach a rev limiter. I took that better. I did lift off a little bit, but I think I took it okay. I feel like I'm low on power. There we go. Knock it down a gear to try and get the speed back up. Definitely helps a lot with the braking. Didn't need to change gears as quickly as I did there. It's going to make me a bit slower. But if like me, you've always been used to automatic gearbox to make the experience easier. I forgot to change gear as I'm talking. It's definitely worth giving it a go, especially in practice mode. There's no other cars to worry about. I've gone down a gear too much. Shouldn't be in second there. Should have been in third. Yeah, I can see where I'm making the mistakes, admittedly. Fixing them is another matter. I'm not expecting huge improvements, like I say. I'm giving it a go. It is something I've been thinking about for a while that I needed to do to improve, personally. And there are easier tracks than this one. Alright, it's definitely second gear here. That does definitely help with the braking as well there. Just beat our previous best. Come on. Took that well. I like that. That was good. I've gone down too many gears. Second, not the best gear for this bit. I'm going to lose a bit of time there because of that. Might get a penalty there for that. It's an interesting one. I kind of understand why you have the elite players that do use controllers and get very fast times. What makes them so good and so gifted at it? It's the amount of different things you've got to process all at once and think about. I've overcooked the corner. You've got to think about so much and then put in other cars at the same time. I can imagine that's going to be a lot to take in. Managed to shave a lot of time off our best then. Just under a second off our best time, that was. So at least if we can equal what I'd previously done, would be ideal. But we took that fairly well. I don't want to be slower, obviously, using gears, because that defeats the purpose. And we're halfway through the 10 laps I set myself. I don't mind doing this a few times on different tracks, just to get used to it. I think that's the only way of learning, is to keep trying. I think I've messed up a corner. It wasn't the gear's fault, that was just me. Alright, I'm in third. Definitely third gear for there. And the whole point of this video really is just, I don't know, to show people that it can be done. It isn't easy. And the people that do use manual gears, to not really take the mickey out of them as much. I see a lot of it online of people bad-mouthing controllers that use manual gears, and it's a game that people want to play at their own pace, and learning it isn't the easiest thing. You may take it for granted because you've always done it, whereas a lot of people haven't, and that's the thing. My driving is leaving a lot to be desired, which isn't helping. Let off a little bit. I didn't think I was going to make the corner properly, so it's not going to be the best lap in the world. In fact, it's a slower lap just, but then I think a lot of that was down to my driving more than anything else. There's a lot of times I've found, track limit penalty. There's a lot of times I've also found where the rev limiter is just stuck on when you're in automatic gears. I think I might get a penalty there. And you actually lose time because you cannot change gear, and it does affect your race massively. Alright, this lap's not really brilliant. So we're roughly 2.5 seconds off where I was previously on automatic, but this is where practice is going to come in. Do you feel you have a lot more control over the car? It's definitely one thing I do feel. And I also, admittedly, don't drive a car, I ride a motorbike, so, you know, I wouldn't say that's a massive hindrance. I can drive a car, I know how to drive a car, I choose not to. But I think it makes a difference because you'll change gear in a car. I'm not saying you're racing a car at 135 miles an hour, admittedly, around Spa, but you will drive on this similar to how you drive in your car, I would assume, in terms of you'd change gear, you'd look after the engine, especially when you're looking after tyres and stuff. There'll be a lot of similarities, whereas I don't have that experience because I don't do it. Right, we had a penalty. We know this is going to be a brilliant lap. Let's go for it, come on. I overcooked the first corner, that's not the best start in the world. We'll gain time. Oh, we won't gain time because it's not as quick as their best. I thought we was going to gain time there because the penalty, but we won't. I feel you can brake a little bit later. I've gone didn't brake it not hard enough or early enough for that. I was just saying, I feel you can brake later because you're using the gears as well. And then I completely messed it up. I think I'm alright with this section now, gears wise. It's just still remembering to actually do them. I feel I'm really slow through that section, that bottom end. Gone down too many gears. Didn't want to be in second. I've gone down a gear I didn't want to do as well. We will lose time. Though we're not massively off at best. Not as much as I thought I would be, considering I messed up that lap massively. And I can see an improvement, but it's not easy. It's going to take a lot of getting used to. Alright, come on, 9th lap. Oh, I forgot to change gears as I was talking. Not the best start to the 9th lap. Who put the code on the track? Must have been me at some point. We're a little bit down on our best at this stage. Feel like we're going to be going too deep around here, so we're going to try and do better. There we go. Into third. Bit of throttle control to get around the corner. And again, pedal to the metal, let's go, come on. Right, third gear we want here. Held that well. Alright, we want third gear again. And it might be I'm changing gear at the wrong time, so that's the other thing I've got to think about. I will say also this video is unedited, so you are seeing this as I did it, as I'm doing it, because I've just seen how much time I'm up by from keeping on track, If I can get this last bit right, I want to have done really well. Bit of a skid there is not going to help though. .232.5. I've changed gear too early there. I'm just over a second off my best time in an automatic, so there's a massive improvement. And I had forgotten to change gear on the last lap right at the start, so that would have affected things. I think I'm going to get a penalty for there though. I thought I had it that lap. I thought I was going to beat my best. Yeah. It did say 10 laps. I may have to do another couple just to see it out, because this lap isn't going to count because of the penalty, unfortunately. So there's definitely still room for improvement. If you're thinking of switching from an automatic to manual just to be more competitive, practice is definitely a must. That'd be my first suggestion. As you can see, it's not the easiest transition, but don't give up, you know, and play the game the way you want to play it. Yes, I have proven, I think, over my previous videos that you can be competitive. I have won races using a manual gearbox. As I've got higher in the daily races, I don't want to be in second there, do I? It has got a lot harder. And that is where I'm getting to the point of where I have to do manual to be any kind of competitive now. I don't mind being at the back. For me, as long as I enjoy what I'm racing and what I'm doing, I don't mind. But at the same time, I want to have fun. But I do want to win. Everyone wants to win. I am competitive massively. My other half will testify to that, and so will the kids, to be fair. But you can still have fun and not be winning, and that's the important thing. Okay, let's get a clean lap after the penalty, and then I think that'll be it, and see if we can improve. We know we've got a half-second penalty this time, so I'm not expecting miracles on this lap. Do need to be able to change down a gear after the penalty, because that will affect our speed. Ooh, struggle to keep that straight there. We got another penalty for going wide. Okay, we're going to finish this lap and we're going to do one more, and just we'll have a quick look at the improvement. And this may be a regular thing of trying manual gears on the daily races on my own to start with, until I'm comfortable and confident. And it will take time. It's going to take a lot of practice, I'm sure. I will probably still race most of the daily races on automatic till I am comfortable. But as I've got into the B-rated lobbies, it is a lot harder to be competitive with an automatic. That's one thing I am realising. This is one of the reasons I'm doing it, but also a challenge to myself. I like challenges. I like to make my life difficult. And learning this is something I've been thinking about for a while, and I have had a few little bits of practice previously. And I've just never managed to challenge myself enough, whereas now the challenge is on. Basically, he does use the steering wheel, I must admit. That will And although, so this is the other argument, a lot of people say you can't be as quick on a controller as you can on a steering wheel. They're wrong. You can be. You have to be very, very consistent, but you can be just as quick on a controller as you can on a steering wheel. But there are some caveats to that. You have to be very, very skilled at the controller to be up that kind of speed. The force feedback and the information you get back on the steering wheel is a lot different to a controller. Where your tyres are, that kind of thing, is all completely different. Okay, this is my concentration lap. Let's see if I can do this. Please no penalty. Cool. Right. Now the big section. Can I improve my time? I need to make up a second. Ideally. I know I got some of that section wrong at the top end. That's going to affect my time massively. Late on the acceleration there as well. Strong on the brakes. Okay, we were down. We're going to do one more lap. I feel I can do it. I know where I messed up, and it was my own doing. Ah, we're going to get a penalty. Yeah, I knew we were, which is a shame. I felt I had it this lap. I'll finish the lap off. I felt I had it. I messed up this section last lap, and that's why I didn't make the time. I thought I had a good chance as well. Too many gears. You see, if you go down too many gears, you do lose control of the car. I have noticed that. And it has a knock-on effect as you carry on. I'm hoping next week's daily race there is an easier track to learn this on. I will give you that. But it is practice, that's all it is. The more you practice, the easier this all is. And it is remembering, muscle memory in terms of controller, fingers. If it was a track I knew really well, I'd probably be a bit more confident. Can't tell you attract that speed though at this point. This lap won't count because of the penalty anyway. But as it stands, I'm currently faster automatic gears than manual. Hopefully over time I can change that. That was the reason I did the same car that I set my best time in. I wanted a direct comparison. And I am trying because I do want this to work. Okay. We'll come out and we'll have a look. Ignore that. Okay. So. Penalty lap didn't count. So we started off, first time we tried using manual gears, a 2:41. Included a penalty. Then we got it down to 2:34. That's probably our first proper lap. Then we got another 2:34, very close. Then we smashed that by just under a second. And then very similar time again. I think. I don't know why it's got a star there. But that was a good lap for us. 2:34 though. And then our best lap, we pulled it out and then we had issues with penalties and going off track. 2:32.5, which is just around a second slower than my best time in an automatic. Like I say, I wasn't expecting miracles, I wasn't expecting to beat my time, smash it by any means, but it does show that I need improvement, admittedly. This is something I want to keep doing. I'm going to keep giving it a go, whether it's on camera or off camera, I don't know. But it's definitely something I want to keep doing. And for all those of you that think about it and don't quite do it, give it a go. It is difficult. You've got to really think, concentrate really hard, muscle memory. Commentating whilst doing it probably isn't the ideal way of doing it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it's showed a few people that things are possible. And if you did like the video and you want to see more GT Sport, subscribe. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.